There's a way to living life that makes people better off for having just passed your way. When you learn to apply this philosophy, that's really what it is. It's a philosophy. Everything in your life will change. When I first learned this from my late mentor, Bob Proctor, it opened my eyes to an entirely new way of living and being. And when you learn this, everything will change for you. I promise you that. And the opportunities will unfold before your very eyes. Watch this video to learn the secret. My name is Kevin Yoder, mindset coach and creator of the Inner Game of Achievement. I help people improve their patterns of thought so that they can terminate those limiting beliefs, boost their confidence, and accomplish their most inspiring goals for life and business. We're so busy making it through each day. Consider the way most people look at each day and week. Listen to the words that they're using to describe how they approach their lives. They say things like, if I can just get through, or I can't wait to make it through the day or the week. Now, sometimes this is okay. And I'm not talking about those situations where you're experiencing something that just rocked your world. I'm talking about a different way of living, everyday life. This is the lens through which you're looking at your life and your connections with other people. If you truly want to have the best life and live it in a way that you're going to be truly fulfilled and you know you're doing your part for humanity, consider this. Consider the far-reaching. When I say far-reaching, I mean it impacts everybody, everything, every person, near and far. Consider those benefits that you would experience in every area of your life and business if before every exchange with your family, with your friends, with sales prospects, if you're in sales, your clients, your team, vendors, neighbors, the community, and absolute complete strangers. You get where I'm going with this. And even animals, believe it or not, and places. What would happen if you asked the following question? How can I leave them with the impression of increase? How can I leave all of these people, all of these things, inanimate objects, with the impression of increase? So what is increase? So in short, it's this feeling within the other person that they have for having benefited from an interaction with you. This, of course, makes them feel better while simultaneously enriching your life. What we put out, we get back. The great law of laws, the cause and effect, which is what we put out, we get back. Wallace Wattles said in Science of Getting Rich that all people are seeking one thing, and he called it increase. That's where this concept came from. That's where Bob Proctor was fascinated by this idea of leaving people with the impression of increase. And I became fascinated with it as well. I suspect you will be once you learn a little bit more about it. What is increase? What's this natural urge of spirit within each and every one of us? If we recognize that we are spiritual beings in physical bodies, it's that natural urge of that spirit, that source within us, to find fuller expression and expansion. If we know that spirit is for expansion in fuller expression, that's what that is, urging us upward, urging us to increase, run faster, build better, connect more, love more, uplift. It's that desire for increase that's inherent in all of nature, and it's actually the prime impulse of this very universe that we're living in. So are you ready to start making people's day every single day of your life? If so, then start by taking my 7-day impression of increase challenge. So do one of the following things each and every day for 7 days straight. And when you do this, notice your experiences so much so that you're writing them down at the end of the day. And then start to watch how your life begins to change right before your eyes. Let's start with day one. What happens in day one? Smile at strangers. I call this day one challenge of impression of increase because smiling at strangers sometimes is not a habit. So you have to create a habit out of it. Find yourself smiling at everybody, absolute strangers. Now, this isn't just a regular smile or a forced smile. It's a kind of smile that lights up your face and you got to lock eyes with them. And it's a smile as though you have not seen your best friend in 5 years and they're getting off the airplane. You got the smile down? All right, moving on to the next one. Hold the door. I call this the hold the door challenge. You know, when you're walking into a store, a restaurant, or a coffee shop, and you open the door and you walk in, maybe if someone's right behind you, you might think about holding the door open. This time I want you to hold it open for an extreme period of time. Way longer than you normally would. If there's someone 100 yards away in the parking lot, hold the door open. And when you do, they will have noticed that you notice them, and then you'll notice them and them appreciating you. And it's an amazing feeling. You'll probably end up striking up a conversation with them. They'll be extremely grateful. And guess what? If they're not, it speaks more about them than it does you. So that's the hold the door challenge. Number 3 is clean up your corner of the world challenge. So on day 3, this is where you can make the world better off than you found it, or leave the world better off than you find it. This isn't just about people and animals. Everywhere you go today on day 3, you'll find there's going to be things that just people just were uncaring about. They leave trash on the ground. Pick it up. Was it your trash? No, that's not the point. Clean up your area of the world. Straighten things out. If someone made a mess at the kitchen at your office, clean that up. Do the dishes. Or if you're going for a walk and you notice you're walking along the sidewalk and you see someone left a bag of maybe it was takeout food or something. They left it in the bag. I'm not asking you to get your hands all dirty. Don't do that. But just pick it up and carry it to the nearest trash can. You would not believe the feeling you're going to have by cleaning up your corner of the world. Now imagine if everybody did that every day and you did it every day. Okay, what's the next one? Next in line. It's called the Next in Line Challenge on day 4. If you're pulling into a lot of people do this with toll booths anymore, but if you're at the toll booth, pay for the person's toll right behind you. You're at the coffee shop, pay for the person that's ordering coffee right behind you. And it goes on and on. Anything that you're doing, pay for the person next in line. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. But nonetheless, powerful if it's done as a habit. Number 5, improve a relationship challenge. Identify somebody in your life that you can conclude that your relationship is not exactly as you need it to be. And as you start off this day, you're going to take out a pad of paper, you're going to write down 10 things that you are grateful for about this person. And it might take you a while, but you're going to do it anyway. And then you're going to start to think about the things that you appreciate about this person. You got to get 10 down. You can't leave the exercise without thinking of 10. And as you know, what we seek, we will find. This simple exercise should help shift your focus away from things that are annoying and aggravating and frustrating about the individual to the things that you are grateful for. Guarantee you keep that up for a week and your entire relationship will change. Number 6, a handwritten note. Write a handwritten note. It's such a lost art form. Write a handwritten note to somebody that you care about or that you thought about. Who do you write it to? Whoever pops in your head, and just write, hey, so-and-so, I was thinking about you today because you were. And then let them know how much you appreciate them or something about them that stands out that you just think is super duper duper special. Write a handwritten note on day 6. And then day 7, find a donation or a worthy cause. Donate some money or some time to a worthy cause. This is something that you could help them with your money or your time or your expertise. Donate something to an organization or a worthy cause in your community. There's a 7-day challenge in the Impression of Increase. This concept is about how to make people's day every single day. I promise you, until I learned this, I was operating off the first description. And then since then, everything has changed. And I hope that you take this challenge seriously and go out there and make the world better.